Typhoon Ulysses in Marikina City. Right now, as you can see, I am wearing a jacket and holding an umbrella with me so that I won't get wet. But unfortunately, I got wet. As an introduction, Typhoon Ulysses is also known as Typhoon Vampire. Typhoon Ulysses landed and hit Philippines and Vietnam. Typhoon Ulysses landed in Marikina City November 11 to 12, Wednesday night and following. Typhoon Ulysses or Typhoon Vampire, the Philippines' 21st tropical cyclone 2020, hit Luzon hardest. The typhoon unleashed powerful winds and torrential rains that killed dozens of people, destroyed thousands of homes, and left swathes of the island region flooded. This is the actual video of Marikina City getting flooded. As you can see, a lot of people are asking for help and waiting for the rescuers to come and rescue them. Because they did not evacuate as well as their government officials said so.
In this picture, there are rescuers who are trying to risk their lives just to save those who are in danger. The people are searching for food for their family. They're waiting for the food packs that comes from the government. So as you can see, there are people in the roof of their houses because of the heavy rain that caused flood in many places in Luzon, especially in Marikina City. In this image, the senior citizen has severe illness. That's why he or she needs medical assistance. Many cars and jeepneys had been drowned and stranded.
Friendly reminders: be skeptical, be observant, because typhoons shows no mercy on humans and shows no mercy on human or natural properties. Situation of Erica, live in Catanduanes. Erica?
The local government of Catanduanes Tuesday ordered a mandatory evacuation of the residents ahead of the possible effect of Tropical Storm Ulysses. The storm threatens to hit the province while it's still reeling from the devastating impact of the Typhoon Ruli, which is pummeled from the province over a week ago. In a Facebook post of Catanduanes Governor Joseph Cua said he has ordered the evacuation of the residents, especially in the coastal areas, as the precautionary of the coming storm. All are hereby directed to order a mandatory evacuation of the coastal areas as well as the residents whose houses were damaged by the Super Typhoon Roli today, November 10, 2020, as a precautionary measure of a tropical storm Ulysses. Read the Memorandum Number 0246 signed by Kua. Some residents are also bracing for the impact of Ulysses by securing their boats and houses. In its 11 a.m. bulletin on Tuesday, the State Weather Bureau Pag-asa raised the tropical cyclone wind signal number 1 over Catanduanes, as well as the Camarines Norte, Camarines Sur, Albay, Sorsogon, and the eastern portion of Masbate, including the Ticao and Burias Islands, the southern portion of Quezon, northern Samar, and the northern portion of Samar, and the northern portion of eastern Samar. Pag-asa said signal number 2 may be hoisted in some areas of Bicol region on Tuesday afternoon. Signal number 3 may be also raised during the passage Ulysses, based on the intensity forecast. The weather agency said Ulysses is more likely to make landfalls over Quezon on Tuesday morning, with a close approach of Catanduanes and Camarines Norte on Wednesday. Ted, kumusta ka na?
Philippines was struck with Typhoon Ulysses with over winds of 150 kilometers per hour and gustiness of 205 kilometers per hour. With that heavy rainfall, caused many floods, and with that flood, it caused many casualties. Rizal, Metro Manila, 11 to 12 of November. The town of Rodriguez in Rizal Province has been placed under a state of calamity. Rodriguez, tagged as one of the most hardest hit areas by Typhoon Ulysses, suffered heavy flooding, a devastating event.
Second floor namin.
So, puno na yung first floor. Dito kami sa third floor.
The Rizal Provincial Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office reported 25,000 families had to seek temporary shelter. Thank you for listening to my report.
The number of fatalities from floods and landslides caused by Typhoon Ulysses in Cagayan Valley has risen to 29, the Region Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office said Tuesday. The OCD official said that more than 151,600 families, composed of 583,493 individuals, were also affected by Typhoon Ulysses in the Cagayan Valley region, leaving more than 2,200 families in evacuation centers. The death toll from the deadliest typhoon to hit the Philippines this year has risen to 69, with 12 people still missing, while many areas remain submerged in Cagayan Province, in the northern region, worst hit by flooding in 45 years, officials said on Sunday. 13 died in Cagayan Province, 4 due to landslide, 6 due to drowning, and 3 due to electrocution, Office of Civil Defense Regional Director Harold Cabrero said. Damage caused by Typhoon Ulysses to infrastructure in Cagayan Valley has reached close to 4 billion pesos, making it most affected region in the country by the typhoon onslaught. As of November 24, damage caused by typhoon to roads, bridges, flood control structures, public buildings, including school buildings, reached 9.344 billion pesos. Now let's hear the situation in Isabela by Ian.
Typhoon Ulysses, with a speed of 213 kilometers per hour, flashes Isabela on November 11. 3 individuals were reportedly drowned in the province as Typhoon Ulysses brought severe flooding to the Cagayan Valley region when it devastated the country on Wednesday, November 11. 2 residents were still missing, the PIO said. The 2 victims of drowning who were recovered in Jonestown were identified as 72-year-old Venancio Manuel, resident of the said town. A resident of Angadanan, Mark Angelo Atabog, 27, was found dead also in Jonestown. In Benito Solivin Town, 18-year-old Jomar Balbin, a resident of the town, accidentally slipped off and fell off on the deep portion of floodwater. The 2 missing were identified as Arnold Natividad, 42, of the Santo Tomas, and Angelito Adorable, 47, of Ilagang City. Search and rescue operations are still ongoing for the missing persons, said the Isabela PIO. Earlier on Saturday, Isabela Province was placed under a state of calamity through a resolution approved and adopted by the Sangguniang Palalawigan. This is Ian Vince reporting.
Hi everyone, I'm Alexis reporting from Mariveles, Bataan. The Typhoon ulysses unleashes powerful winds and heavy rain that killed dozens of people, destroyed thousands of homes, and left off an island region flooded. A lot of damages here in Bataan, and you can't even see the mountains because of the thick fog. Typhoon ulysses left more than 88.7 million pesos worth of damage to agriculture here in Bataan, according to the provincial government's latest assessment. Josefina Timoteo, Chief of Bataan's Provincial Disaster Risk Reduction Management Office, gave a breakdown of the damages. Rice crops, 34.5 million pesos, corn, 0.542 million pesos, cassava, 0.11 million pesos, fisheries, 5.6 million, high value crops, 47.98 million. Meanwhile, at least 1,562 families or 6,438 individuals were affected by ulysses, mostly residing in coastal areas where they were preemptively evacuated for fear of storm surge. Bataan Governor Albert Garcia said the typhoon damaged 3 government-owned structures and partially damaged 24 public schools buildings. At least 3 houses in Bataan were also totally damaged, while 30 were partially damaged. So you can see that Bataan was very, very damaged, and 88.7 million was damaged in agriculture.